Okay, everyone. So we're going to be using this wild fern stamp set, and I picked out this, which we'll start with. This one because I just think it's cool, and this one. I don't know if I'll bring in the little ones or not. And then these two tropical leaves. I didn't bring the stems out for this particular stamping, and I thought about using, excuse me, this, but I think it'd be harder to get multiple colors on it, so I didn't want to use that for today without coloring it, and I'm not into that. I also rinsed my chamois out. This is a lawn fawn chamois. I just have it in a little, I think this was a Pringles cup, yeah. I do have Stampin' Up! Chamois, but I don't have them on my desk right now, and I also have Swedish dishcloths I got at Amazon a while back. And they work the same way. Let me see if I have two varieties, this kind, and then they have some prettier ones. And they have some texture for doing your dishes or whatever, but if you wet them, they do the same thing as these chamois. And they don't put lint all over your stamps and stuff, so I like them better than using baby wipes and stuff. So, we're going to start with this background, and we're going to start with a color called crumb cake. Let me put this brush out of the way. Um, and I'm going to just go all over the paper with this sort of random. Yeah, I like that. It sort of has a gauze look to it. And we're going to go all over. We can stamp off a couple times. All right, I have to move these stamp sets out, or inks out of the way. I just want something to fill in, the backs and these stamps out of the way. Yes, I have a lot of clear blocks. I do. I'm not used to stamping backgrounds on this larger paper. There is a lady in the UK who does all the time. Her name is Ruth. I don't remember her whole channel name. Something like Stamping with Ruth or Art with Ruth or something like that. Anyway, she does live streams where that's what she does. Oh, I did get a little wet. I dripped water on from my chamois. I'm not going to worry about it. Just a few. I thought I got most of it up, but I guess not everything. So this is just giving it a grungy look, but I think it'll be a good background for all the green. Break up the green a little bit, and some of it should show through. I know I have that one corner up there, but that's okay. This will be cut up, maybe, and used for, I don't know what. Maybe one of those backgrounds, or maybe not. All right, I'm going to just take the tape off. The heck with the tape. If it moves, it's okay. And I'll take this one off too and get that little corner, just in case. All right. Okay, so that's it for that one. I'm going to wipe my stamp off. I take good care of my stamps because I want them to last a long time. These are all dye-based inks, by the way. They're not pigment inks or permanent inks. They don't need to be for what I'm doing here. Ooh, why can't I get that? There we go. So that was Crumb Cake by Stampin' Up. But look how my case looks green. I was looking for the brown. I mean, it's still brown here, but for some reason that little sticker turned green. Oh well. Okay, now let's see. Let's do this one. And maybe we'll do this one in Old Olive. I might need to bring in another color too. I don't know. All right. Again, no rhyme or reason. And they're going to be going every which way. I'll put one where that water spot is. And I can always go back and fill in later. think this is going to kind of look cool. I had to leave some room for the others, right? Put one going up this way. One more up here. Okay. That's all for now with that one. Now I'll bring in the one with the curly cues. All right, that was Old Olive. I'll leave all the greens down. Next one, we're going to use Garden Green, I think. I was debating whether I wanted to use that for this one or for the tropical. But the tropical, you know what? We might do some in Shaded Spruce. Let me get my test paper out. Let's test it with both of these and see which one I want to use. I could do some in Pretty Peacock too. I'm bringing like a blue color, a bluish green, or Lost Lagoon. That's Garden Green. Why did that look so dark there? This is Shaded Spruce. Huh. Alright, hang on. Did I not do Garden Green? Yeah, it looks the same. That's weird. Very weird indeed. I think I want to try Lost Lagoon. I forgot I had that. Hang on. I want something lighter because I want those tropical leaves to be the darkest. And I might do 2 colors of those. This has to be wiped off now for Lost Lagoon to come in. That's weird that the color looks the same. I wonder why. I don't know. Who am I to question why? Ooh, I have soft succulent and evening evergreen too. I don't want to use evening evergreen. That's really dark. All right. Make sure I got that dry. Okay. I just dried it on my thumb, everybody. So this color is Lost Lagoon. That's pretty, huh? I'll have to wipe the mat off too. Do you guys do this? Let me know in the comments below. Do you make your own backgrounds? Do you like stamping or not like stamping? One more there. I think I went a little bit right here. And a little bit right here. And maybe one here. Okay, that's all I'm going to do on that one. Let's get with the tropical leaves because this is a wild jungle animals, right? That I'm doing this journal on. And at some point, I'll be die cutting and I have to stamp. I'm going to use those Dollar Tree cottony paper kind of things for stamping animals and stuff on and cutting them out or whatever, or just stamping them. I'm going to start with the big leaf and then we can fill in maybe with the darker one. Actually, I'm going to bring my test paper in because I haven't used these before and they're photopolymer. All right, that did pretty good, right? And now, this is the hard part for me, going over some of the other pieces. And I keep forgetting I can stamp off, right? I should have had that go the other way. We'll stamp off down here where it's a little bit wet. 4 generations of stamping there. I think one more set right here and maybe right here. Okay, cool. What do you think? I think it's looking in the screen, it looks better than it does me looking down on it here in person. Now I'm going to bring in my darker color that I have here. Oops. And the smaller stamp. So that was garden green. Now we're going to use shaded spruce, I guess. I could bring in... No, I want the shaded spruce. It's more of a blue-green. I'm going to test this one again, though, too. Because, again, it's photopolymer. Sorry, guys. I bumped something and the recording shut off. Luckily, I noticed it right away. Okay. So, let's just... I have to make sure I get a lot of ink on it if I want it to show up. See, I usually have a little bit, it's good to have a matte, spongy kind of mat under your paper if you're using photopolymer, because, I have it go inside the same way. They stamp better on a cushy surface, just so you know, if you didn't already. Where do I need something? Right here, I'll use a tip going that way. And maybe the top of it here. Maybe another, you know what, I think I want to bring in more of the ferny ones. Maybe I'll get one of the smaller ones out and we'll do some mossy meadow. Lots of ink colors, huh? And I think I'm out of that size block. Oh, where'd I put my inks? Here. So we're just going to take this one off. And where's my wild fern set? This is the first time I've used these sets. Either the wild fern. This is actually a pretty cool set. It has dies too, but we're not going to use those. I think, I think this one. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, let's bring in Mossy Meadow. Just feel like in the background there, it needs a little something. Now these are red rubber. If my Mossy Meadow has enough ink. Maybe not. I might need to re-ink it or use a different color. It'll be faint. Let me just bring Old Olive back in. It's a similar color. I need to re-ink this, so I need to stick that out a little bit. Or I could use a totally different... How about, oh, Pear Pizzazz. That's a retired color. I'm going to use this retired color. Hopefully it has more ink. Let's try it. Yeah. Juicier. There we go. Pear Pizzazz. They retired it. I'm not sure why. I think it's a pretty color. I guess to bring in other colors. All things come to an end at some point, right? Unfortunately. I think this will be the last color. Our last stamp. Oops, see, I went down too low. Right there. just want to fill in some of these little areas that didn't have anything before. There. I got a line on that. Oopsie. You know what? I'm going to stamp over that again. Well, oh well. I'm going to wipe that off, actually. I don't like that. If you get those and you have a lot of rubber on your stamp, you can trim it. Just be careful. Don't trim into the image too far, but that will help avoid getting those lines. I just don't like doing that. I'm funny about that. Maybe here. Stamp off. A little bit more down here, and then we're going to call it done. One more there, maybe. Go this way. Yeah, I got another line. I'm not happy about that, but maybe when I cut this up, I can avoid that. So we made these and these just by using stencils. You know what? I want to do one more stencil one. I love this page. So, okay, now I don't have to cheat because I found this paper in my stash, Bloom Where You're Planted. It's all about houseplants and stuff, but, oh, it has some wood grain though. Anyway, I found these two pages, in particular this one, and that's what inspired this. Now theirs is a little prettier, but for my purposes, this will work. It's going to be fine in my junk journal, right? And I'm not cheating that way. So maybe for a future journal, I'll use this, and I had 2 sheets of that. The other side is brick. So I won't be using that. I also found that I don't need to use this because I have Dollar Tree adhesive cork, and this is not adhesive cork. So, but I have the Dollar Tree one, and I want to use that as borders or texture or whatever. So let's see what else I brought. I have punches that go with the big leaf. We could do a couple of those. No, we'll save that. We'll save all the die cutting and the punching for the next one. Okay guys, I decided I want to do one more thing with you. It might be in a separate video, I don't know. So this is the one we did together. I did another one and I used the same colors except I added in Pretty Peacock, but I changed up which colors I used with the leaves. I think I like that better, and I put more on it. So this one's more bare, this one is covered, and I like that better. And also, we're going to color these in the background a little bit, and this. And I used the, what's it called? Tropical Hideaway background stamp. I just stamped it in garden green, but we're going to color it now with peeled paint, I think, in the background on one. I'm too lazy to, you could try and watercolor it, but then this is dye ink, it will move. So I think when I had vintage photo out, I don't want to use that. For the, oh, before I do that, let me put my other inks away because they're in my way. Okay, we're going to start with peeled paint. And I actually have one of those things, but I like using blending brushes for this. And I'm just going to go over, I put them together so I could just kind of go over the whole thing. You know, I want the leaves and the backgrounds to be colored in some. And I also have ice spruce, so we might come back in with some ice spruce and do a little bit too. And then we'll have 3 different colors on this of green, garden green from Stampin' Up, peeled paint for distressed oxides and possibly ice spruce. I don't have all the oxides. I have quite a few, but I don't have a lot of the new ones. I have some, and I don't have the new dark brown yet. I can't remember what it's called, sorry. But I have frayed burlap, walnut stain, and tea dye, and frayed burlap. I said that already. Vintage photo, of course, good standby for a lot of us, right? Actually, I'm liking frayed burlap too because it's not quite so dark. Okay, let's try and add a little shaded spruce, maybe where the bigger leaves are or something. I don't know. Let's try it. I think I need to re-ink this. I said that before. Okay. We'll just go in a few spots here with this one, shaded spruce. Maybe where these tropical leaves are. Well, they're all tropical leaves, I guess, but it kind of looks, I don't know. Let's just go around a little bit more. I don't know what I'm doing, can you tell? And then I could splatter this. I think I might with something. Like what? I don't know what. I'm getting very inky fingers. So the next step will be wash my hands. I did spritz them with water and wipe them off with a paper towel, but yeah. I think spritzing them with like a brown, something to break up. And I'm gonna do it a cheat way and use a marker, a dye-based marker. You could smush this, add water. Oh, let's try that. I haven't done that in like ever. Let's try it with walnut stain, actually. So we can smush it onto here, right? Ooh, guys, I'm scared. Let me get a paintbrush out first of some sort. Where's my paintbrushes? Maybe in the next drawer. Oh, you know what? I have water brushes without water, so that's okay. We will try it. We're going to put water on this, right? Only if you unlock it. And this is the Tim Holtz distress sprayer, which I like. It's the right size for my desk. And I'm just gonna, is that working? I don't think that's working. I'm not seeing it work, guys. Alright, plan B. I don't like that. It's not working. I'm probably doing something wrong. I probably need a regular paintbrush. Alright, plan A, my original plan. I'm going to, I dropped the lid to this, but it doesn't have water in it anyway. I'm going to get a brown marker. Let's see what I have here. I'll grab a couple of them. I don't know. Oops. Well, there's one. That's not very dark, though. Where's my early espresso? I think I want that. Oh, that's purple. Geez, I can't see today clearly. Huh. Huh. This is crumb cake. But I was wanting something darker. Maybe it's all gone. Wait, is this it? Sorry for the reach. Oh no, that's purple. That's not even where, oh, here it is. I found it. I'm going to try early espresso. And all we're going to do, this will ruin your markers, so if you don't want to ruin your markers, don't do this. It will eventually. And I'm going to spritz it. If you had a brown spray, which I might, I might have a brown spray. Is that working? That's not working either today. Do I not have any more ink in these? Maybe that's the issue. Some. Alright. Not liking that either. Let's try the crumb cake one. I have these currently stored. Oh, this seems to be working better. We'll just do this then. I don't need a ton of it, but I just want it to add a little something. You kind of have to flick it hard. I'm going to look for my sprays. You could also, if you have ink refills, add a little alcohol to them and spray that, but I'll be right back. Okay, other than black, I found I have this glimmer mist. I had gotten it Tuesday morning a long time ago, and it's whatever this color is. It just says glimmer mist assorted. I might have gotten these in like a pack of 3 or something. And I also have Nuvo's mica mist. It seems orange. I actually think I want to try that because the cloth, the material I have, has some orange. So let's test it. Let's test it on here and see how it works. I have bought this stuff, guys, and I've never used it. Okay. Do we have to turn this a certain way? Why doesn't it work? Do I have to pull this up or something? No? Is there a thingy in here? No? I don't know. What am I doing wrong? I'm not having much success with my sprays today. It doesn't want to pump much. Alright, plan B for that one. We're going to still use it. I'm going to take it out of here and just go like this. I think I'm going to have to let it dry. It's not leaving much color on here. Maybe I'll put some of both on. I got a little bit on there. I don't know. I'm having a rough day with my products here. Let's see if this one will spray. Let's try and test it on here. That one pumps better, but nothing's coming out. All right, same thing. Do you guys have this trouble? This is a darker color. Oh, I like that better. It shows up. And this is the Tattered Angels. Yeah. Glimmer Mist. I think we're going to have to invest in different spray bottles. I have a few. Personally, I prefer making my own, and I prefer using alcohol with it because, and I just use dye ink refills and some alcohol. That's enough. I'm like going overboard. All right, so I just have to let that dry. Now, we're going to do one more thing. What do you think? Did I ruin it? Maybe. It has the measles. I'm just upset these bottles don't spray. Ugh. But I've had them a while. So we're going to bring, ooh, I can't put that on top of there. We're going to do this one first, the giraffe one. And I brought in yellow. So Saffron is the color. It's a retired Stampin' Up! Color now. Let me turn it this way. I'm trying to cover this spot also on the desk because I don't want, oh, that's the green. I need the brush for the yellow. I believe this is it. We're going to go over the background because I don't want it to just be that color. And I should have left my scrap up here. I just want something in the background. And So Saffron is a pale color. I think it'll look a lot more like a giraffe with that background. What do you think? I like it. I like it better. A color that I think you could use if you don't have, these is if you have antique linen. I think that would work too. I just don't have it out right now. And my other inks are in front of me in a rack. All my Distress Oxides are in a drawer over to my left, but I don't have them out. All right, let's do the other side. I like that. I like that much better, actually. So let me finish this, and then I'm going to come back. We're going to also do this one, but I haven't decided what color yet. So once I finish this and decide that, I'll come back and show y'all. Okay guys, so our finished background papers, I used Pear Pizzazz, which is also a retired color. And for the background, I used So Saffron for that background. We made our own designer paper with stamps and various inks I have. I use Stampin' Up, you use whatever you have. And I made this and with the background stamp, and I think I rubbed the background of this with Pear Pizzazz and no, painted. I used ice spruce and peeled paint for this background, and then I spritzed it with, I had to take it out of the bottle and tap it, this Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. But you know what? I think I do want more of that orange on there, although it doesn't show up very orangey. I think I want some more of that. So I'm going to do that. I'll let you go. I'll do that off camera because I know this is long. And I hope you enjoyed making background papers and things with me, since I don't have any in my stash for the Dollar Tree challenge. Okay, bye.